Are you feeling knocked off your feet? Let's figure out why and where we're going. Welcome to Healing Hype Man, where we're going to do all the things to help us feel like we're back on track. Stick around. We're going to do all the things here. We're going to pull some cards. We're going to pull some charms. And we're going to see what has us knocked off our feet and how do we get back. Doing a free-flowing spread here. Just see where this goes, right? Two of Swords. Yeah, I don't know what to do next. Tell us. Knocked on our feet. I mean, that means something very different for everyone. Right? Knocked off your feet doesn't have to mean it's catastrophic or it's chaotic, but it can feel like stagnation or stuck was a word that came up. Held back, complacent. Now let's see why is this here? Oof, there's this drive to, there's an energy that like wants to go, but it's stuck. Oh, wow. Like, there's an energy here also that like wants something new. It's very optimistic energy. Clearly, you're watching me, right? Like, we are very optimistic and indecisive, unsure, but like ready to go, right? Let's pull some charms here. Ooh, it's called a microscope. Ooh, we gotta get into it. You're really looking at something. Ugh. Wow, I put that on the world card. All right. Like, you're really being microscopic with like what is next for me. Like, the world symbolizes like another chapter, something beginning, something new, divinely protected. But we're really taking a look at like, how do I fit in this world? What do I want from this lifetime in this body? Let's pull another one here. The Star, but this is like a little magic wand. This is like the fairy godmother's magic wand. Where do you want this? On the Knight of Wands. Oh, on the wands. Oh, the magic wand on the wand, the Knight of Wands, right? Which can be very like fast moving energy. Like, you just, boom, you just want it now. Bam. I want it now. Right? It can be impulsive. No. Okay. So I'm looking at this and it's like, we're really like, oh, I guess we're being really meticulous. I could say that could be that Virgo energy that's fucking shit up right now. I'm going to say it that way. Gosh, you have no idea. Huh? Looking at this. You know, Virgo season is approaching. Wow. We have 2 new moons in Virgo coming up. Oof. Oh my gosh, I can see so much here for myself. I'm a Virgo moon. My south node is Virgo, and my Lilith is also in Virgo, which explains why I'm so cold and detached. Can be. So I'm going to say something here about Virgo energy. I want you to dive into your chart and look at that for you, right? And right now, the south node happens to be in Virgo. I love the North Node. North Node is your destiny or the direction that we should head in this lifetime. And then the South Node is something that's familiar to us. No wonder things that feel so familiar are so boring and complacent. I guess I'm speaking to those who might resonate with that. Maybe there's some aspect of Virgo in you where you're really feeling some sort of Virgo energy. The South Node in Virgo, for me, it's the fourth house of home. Home and family. And I feel like there's somewhere you want to go. You're really being meticulous. I wonder if we're overthinking. Don't we always? Don't we always? All right, so let's clarify these here, and then we'll dive into what we got to do, where we go next. So clarify the Two of Swords. Let's put some structure into this. Seven of Cups. The options. Oh my gosh, this is like, I'm so indecisive about what the fuck to do next. Seven of Cups. Too many options in front of me. Yeah, you're probably right. Or you're really, maybe some of you might be very fortunate that you have options or opportunities, or you at least have the bandwidth and the capacity and you're so open to so many possibilities, and that's lovely. That's lovely. But I'm sure that can also have the caveat to that is like feeling overwhelmed too much, too many opportunities or too many decisions to make, too much to choose from, right? And for those of you that might not have a lot of opportunities, some of you might not have that many opportunities, and none that you actually find to be very interesting. I would say that there's an influx of, there's too much. There's many different directions you can go. Maybe that's just the vibe that you're in, because the possibilities are endless. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Why is this here? The Lovers. You don't want to make the wrong choice. You don't want to make the wrong choice. I could say for some of you that are like, this is relating to love for you, you're like, you don't want to make the wrong choice in love. Well, guess what? That's going to happen. I'm sorry. We don't live in a fairy tale. The first person you meet is not the first person that's courting you and marrying you. We're not in the 1800s. It is going to come with pain. It's going to come with some, it's not even pain, if you see it that way. But you're fearful of making choices, and if it's related to love, making the wrong choice, again, it's not really a wrong choice. There is something there for you. Choices in general. Maybe some of you are used to having it the way that you always wanted to. You're getting it what you wanted. You always get what you wanted. It's very, very fast choice. Some of you, I know some of you have made a very fast choice in love. Some of you want the magic wands, just boop, bring them there. Clarify the World. Ten of Swords. Well, something needs to end here. We're trying to look at what's next for us. Yeah, we can't really look at what's next unless we end certain things. We need to clear the space before we can step into the world, before we can step into the new, the next, what's presented. Before the cycle completes, there does need to be a letting go of something here. There does need to be an ending of some kind. And clarify the Knight of Swords. The Sun. We want happiness and we want it now. Knight of Swords and the Sun. It can quickly come into you like this quick, right? It can, if you go after what you want, it's like, this is telling me we're going after happiness here. Like we're trying to go after. Remember, happiness is a short-term emotion. It's temporary. It's short-lived. It doesn't last 24 hours. So I always say strive for peace, because you can embody peace in different areas of your life. Work, pleasure, fun, family, home, friendships, right? There can be a state of peace, right? Versus striving for happiness, which is a temporary emotion. It will come and go the same way. Sadness, anger, joy, excitement comes and goes. So I see why this is all here. Maybe we're feeling overwhelmed because we have to make a choice in ending things in our life. But at the same time, you also want to go after happiness, but that's going to come with, I guess, narrowing down on something, really looking at things from at a microscope level. And I don't know why I want to say that, but I also don't want it. I think that's what's preventing us from moving forward, because we're being so microscopic and every detail needs to matter. What happened to our faith? What happened to our faith here? So I see why we might be kicked off our ass. I think that's what I was started off with. Let's pull some Osho Zen. Give me one more card here. What do we need to know about why we're here and about this desire to... Let me say what I was going to say first. This desire to just run, but can't make a decision. Control. There's the whole reading. We're trying to control the outcome. Wow, we're trying to control the outcome. Okay. And switching gears here, let's shift us out. Spirit, angels, guides, God, Buddha, Allah, temple, power greater than myself. Show us what we need to see. How do we get back on our feet and continue to move forward? Well, I can't keep going without saying, like, we got to release control. Like the structure. Interesting. You know how I was like, oh, I need a little structure here. I don't know. I toss and turn between, like, is structure good for me or not? Well, structure is the quickest way for me to be bored. I can tell you that much. That's just for me. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, justice, fighting balance. Libra. Oh, yeah. Mars is in Libra right now. So we're trying to find balance. Yeah. Can I be sassy with spirit? No shit. That's what we're here for. I think that's literally why we came here. Help me find balance. All right, how do we do that? Please and thank you. You know what? So I'm using the herbal tarot here, and in this justice here, let's just take a quick minute to look at this. What is this? This is plantain. Oh. Un plátano maduro, un plátano verde. Dímelo tú. So this looks like the magician, right? And yes, the scales are there, but there's one finger pointing up, implying that they're connected to source. And then there's one pointing down with the scales of balance, right? Typically, this means if there's a contractual or something that's like contractual or legal of some aspect, it will work in your favor. Spirit confirming that things will work out in your favor. Maybe eat some plantain, some plátano maduro. Some tostones, you know. So for me, that's like another sign to go live where there's plantain trees. But it's giving me magician vibe, right? It's like, okay, well, then you might have all the tools you need. Pointing up, connecting to spirit. Are you connected? Tell us how do we bring balance here, please? Knight of Swords. Wow, Knight of Swords is here twice. King of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Oh, that one just feels like you got to let something go. You're going to have to go down that dark path. So how do we do that? Knight of Swords. Interesting, this knight isn't actually in motion. The Knight of Swords is typically in motion. I'm going to show you here. The Knight of Swords in traditional Rider-Waite is typically in motion, and everything counts in tarot, right? In motion, because it's the fastest moving knight. Actually, I think, is it the Knight of Wands? Knight of Wands. Very like fast, like aggressive, right? He's stagnant. He's like just chilling there in this version here. And it's Wild Cherry Bark. little sweet cherry. So how do we get back into balance? Knight of Swords, King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Okay, so we have a message. The Knights are delivering a message, a mind shift, a mind shift, a message. We have to speak things out into existence. Perhaps we haven't really been honest with ourselves. There's a message that needs to be delivered. Maybe I'm going to deliver it here when we clarify that. The King of Pentacles would also imply like we need some sort of stability in our life here, right? Like pentacles in my pocket, fill my life with joy because that's what I think happiness is. Is it? That's from a poem that I wrote. It's not. My interpretation of that, I'll repeat it again. To fill his life with pentacles because that's what, pentacles in his pocket to fill life, pentacles in his pocket. Oh no, I forgot the poem. It was in relation to somebody. And ambitious, yes. Always ambitious, yes. Always looking for the next best thing with high hopes in mind. Determined, of course, making sure his pentacles were in his pocket to fill his life with joy because that's what he thought happiness was. Fierce, yes. Always making it to the top of the scene with high hopes in mind. That snippet of like a poem is about somebody who's selfish desires were their top priority. And that's the definition of a tiger. It's a big yellow cat from the Asian rainforest, referred to fierce, determined, and ambitious. Fierce, yes, he made it to the top of the scene. Determined, of course, making sure his pentacles were in his pocket to fill his life with joy because that's what he thought happiness was. Ambitious, yes, always looking for the next best thing with high hopes in mind. Ese no mi tigre. I know we went on a little sidetrack there. There's an energy here of just a tiger, needing to be a tiger. It reminds me of a charm that's in there that is a tiger. You know, with the way that these knights are presented, it's like, well, a tiger takes charge, you know. Justice is Libra energy. Libras can be tigers. Libra energy is a tiger. And Libra energy, Eight of Cups, a tigre, anyone who is fierce, determined, and ambitious, will leave shit behind. Eight of Cups. Even if it's great. Wow, 8 cups, that's fantastic. I'm getting on this boat and I'm going in the other way that's dark and the moon is shining the light on the way there. Gravel root is the herb here. And we got 2 here. Oh, we got 3. This is like seats on a roller coaster. We have a gear. Something's going in motion. And we have paint like an artist would paint. Take a seat. Take a seat and get ready for the ride here. A ride of creativity. I do feel like there is a very, oh my gosh, I guess I'm going to say that. A very serious, there needs to be a seriousness. Maybe it might have been very floaty energy, very mystical. This is interesting, very mystical right before we had them, this little, you know, fairy tale expectations. I mean, might not have been real in reality. And there is a seriousness because the Knight of Swords is a serious card. The King of Pentacles is a serious card. And the Eight of Cups is like, leave that shit and go. Right? There is like a seriousness here. And then I went down the rant of a tigre, the definition of a tiger. Big yellow cat from the Asian rainforest, referred to as fierce, determined, and ambitious. I wonder if I've been trying to not become the tiger. Maybe you've been trying to not become a tigre in your life because a tigre might have hurt you. A tiger might have hurt you because of their selfish ways of being. And I wonder if here, this is me saying like, well, sometimes that might be beneficial to get you where you want to go instead of sitting in fairy tale dust, be honest, and looking at things so microscopic that you don't actually take any action, because this is all telling me we need to take some action here. This is going to be very specific for those of you, right? What do I do here? Let's pull an Osho Zen. Osho Zen is going to clear it all up for us. All right. Didn't even have to shuffle. And it is totality. This is 5. So here, things need to come together, right? We need one person here in order to make this complete. Right? There's like the link to the chain. A link to a chain that you might be missing. One link, putting your hands out in some way, right? Be open to receive the missing link here. Maybe there's hesitation that it's not going to grab. Maybe there's hesitation that you might fall. But there is an aspect here of like the missing link. The missing link is missing to the chain. We're gonna read. We're going to read together. What am I looking for? I really hope nobody calls me because I did not put my phone on D&D. Don't call me. Please don't call me. All right, let me not manifest that. What am I looking for? Totality. Okay. Yeah, it is fire. I knew it. 5 of Wands. You see, I'm like huffing and puffing. Like, that's not like me, but I think it's because like I haven't made it. Like we're in conflict with ourselves. Right? Conflict with ourselves. These 3 women are high in the air, playful and free, yet alert and independent. In a trapeze act, no one can afford to be a little late, a little bit absent, even for a split second. And it is this quality of total attentiveness to the moment at hand that is represented here. We may feel there are too many things to do at once, but get bogged down in trying to do a bit here and a bit there instead of taking one task at a time and getting on with it. Or perhaps we think our task is boring because we've forgotten that it is not what you do, but how you do that matters. Developing the knack of being total in responding to whatever comes, and it comes as it comes, is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Taking one step through life at a time, giving each step your complete attention and energy can bring a wondrous new vitality and creativity to all that you do. This is an action card here. Every moment there's a possibility to be total. Slowly slip out of those moments. It is just an old habit. Habits die hard, but they die certainly. If one persists, they die. So our habits, our routines, we're sitting down, we're not doing much. We are hoping for the most, but we're not doing anything at all. We're trying to control, yet we also trust at the same time. Do we? Okay. We got to let some things go. We got to take things a little bit more seriously. Right? So, let's put one more charm here. Time to put something up on the hanger. Could be a habit. Put something back in the closet. We got to hang something up. I would appreciate it if you would share this because the long videos don't get shown to new people. The only long videos go to my followers. And this message is for my followers. Anyway, you guys know the vibes here. Always appreciate you for coming back. I hope this helped in some way. And I'm going to see what I can do this week to provide you some more short, quick things, more short, quick content to really support you. Because without you, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, to be honest. And I don't even know half of you guys. I don't even know any of you. My name is Alvin Catalan. I'm present. I'm done speaking now.